Hello, everybody. I'm supposed to be making a video for you, but I am being pestered. This is supposed to be a review, but... I am so sorry for what's about to happen.
Back in the days of yore, King Edward the Confessor of England died. Due to his lack of sons, 3 men claimed his throne. One was Harold Godwinson, Earl of Wessex. Due to his brother-in-law's death, Godwinson was crowned king. He would be known as the last Anglo-Saxon king. The second was Harald Hardrada, king of Norway. Hardrada was known as the last Viking. He would meet Godwinson at the Battle of Stamford Bridge, ending both his claim and his life. The third was William, Duke of Normandy. Just 2 weeks after the Stamford, he would meet Godwinson at the Battle of Hastings, where Godwinson would lose his life and William would gain a new title, King William the Conqueror. William brought 2 major changes to England. He changed the feudal system so that all answered to him, making him an absolute monarch. He, being Norman French, required all nobility to speak French. This would go on to influence the Old English of the time to eventually evolve into modern English. Skipping around 200 years has us see the kingship of John. He was a notoriously terrible king who overtaxed his citizens, mistreated the nobility, and lost the precious French lands of Normandy that had once been William's. Seeing weakness, the nobility captured and forced John to sign the Magna Carta. While the Pope would later revoke the document, it did establish a few things. It limited the power of the monarchy, creating the Great Council, the forerunner of the British Parliament. It set a standard code of laws, and it established trial by jury. Going back a number of years, we see the Seljuk Turks take over Jerusalem. Calling for aid, the Byzantine Emperor appealed to the Pope for help. Seeing a way to possibly reunite the Church, the Pope called for the First Crusade. European crusaders would go on to wrest and restock supplies at Constantinople and then reclaim Jerusalem in what would be the only truly successful crusade. A number of years later would see the fall of Edessa, north of Jerusalem. A second crusade was called, but in the end failed. When Sultan Saladin claimed Jerusalem and the Holy Lands, King Philip II of France and King Richard the Lionheart of England led the Third Crusade. While they managed to claim 2 important port cities, they could not take Jerusalem. So an agreement was made that enabled Christians to continue visiting the holy city of Jerusalem. The Crusades brought about the decline of feudalism, along with the plague. However, they brought about new trade with Asia that would bring about new ideas that would eventually lead and help start the Renaissance.